Hi everyone, this is Connie from Connie's Creative Creations. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, please think about hitting that subscribe button. Also, click on that notification bell and click all, and you'll be notified for every time I upload a video. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Now, today I'm part of the Power Up Collab. I'm going to give you a little bit more information on that in just a moment. So let's get right into this. Okay, today I'm working out in my garage. I'm going to be making a pegboard, and I'm going to be putting baskets on it for my floral storage in my craft room. So I'm using my square. What I'm doing is these pieces of wood is from pallets, and I got all the nails out, and I'm going to rip these two pieces of wood in half on my table saw. Ripping, when I say I rip the wood, what I'm doing is I'm cutting it in half or a little bit off of it. So I'm cutting it lengthwise, and that is what is called ripping a piece of wood. So these are 2x4s, so I'm cutting them exactly in half. I'm measuring, getting my blade up high enough so that I can run these 2x4s right through this the blade, and it will rip them. Now it is longer than what I need, so I'm going to also be cutting them on my miter saw. So I'm just like you can see where it's cutting it right in half. And this is a table that I made. It's on wheels, and it has my table saw that sits right in that section, so I can use the table as part of, to hold the wood up so it doesn't fall. So here's the second piece that I have ripped. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the I'm sanding them all up so that I can hook them on the pegboard. Now I've already got the pegboard. It's already cut to size. I had it cut several months ago, or I cut it several months ago to this size. The size works, so I'm going with it. So I'm getting all four sides. I'm also sanding the edges so they're not sharp. A lot of times they'll be sharp, and so we don't want them to be sharp or haggard. I don't want it to be catching on my fingers and stuff. So I'm going ahead and using my circular sander, and I am sanding all four sides, ends, and all of the edges. Then we're going to lay them out, and I'm going to get the pegboard and lay it on it so I can get ready. Here is the pegboard. I'm getting it, putting the pieces of wood underneath it. I'm using 1.5 inch screws, and they're the star tip. I don't like using Phillips because Phillips strips too easy. The star ones, I've never never messed up the star, so I don't use the Phillips hardly ever. Now I'm using two drills. I'm using my driver drill, and I'm using my cordless drill. Cordless drills, I know the corded drills, I know a lot of people have moved away from them. I actually prefer it. It's got more strength, more power than any drill with a battery I've ever come across. Of course, I haven't come across all, so I'm sure there are some. So I am using a pilot hole, and then I'm driving that screw right into it. I'm doing like 4 screws on each side, 4 or 5, and I'm just going right through the holes of the pegboard. The head of the screw is bigger than the pegboard, so I'm not driving it through it, just to it, so that it's pretty smooth. I'm going all around these edges, and then I'm going to flip this over and grab 2 more of those pieces of wood that I ripped, and I'm going to measure, and then I'm going to cut those on my miter saw so that I can fit those into it. So here I am. I'm just grabbing those pieces of wood, measuring, going to cut those, and then I'm going to flip it back over and screw those in. Okay, now that I'm finishing getting those pieces of wood on there, I'm going to grab these 4 baskets from the Dollar Tree. Yes, metal ones would last longer, but these were only $1.25 each. I got 4 of them, and they're going to work just fine. Alright, now about the information. This is the Power Up Collab. The hosts are Sarah from Can Sarah DIY It, Zana from OK at Home, and then we've got, there's going to be 6 of us. That is a total that's participating this month. There's not going to be a secret word or a gift away this month, but there will be. It's just going to be us using power tools. All right, as you can see, I am putting screws in to kind of hold the bottom, and then I'm going to eventually, once I paint it, I'm going to be using zip ties, and I'm going to zip tie these on. Now, there's enough room to put 2 more of these baskets on if I need to in the house, or what I might end up doing is just using it for other things, just hanging stuff on it. That I haven't quite decided yet, because I don't have all the flowers that I normally do in different parts of the year. Right now I've got mainly just a little bit of Christmas, I've got spring, summer, and a little bit of fall, so I don't have a ton of other ones, but during the year I get more, so I have that left open where I can do it. So here I am, just like I said, I'm just adding those screws. Now I'm going to paint it. Now I made a mistake here. What I should have done is put lacquer or a top coat, a clear acrylic, across this first before I started painting it, because this pegboard sucked it in. So it took like 4 layers, coats, that's the word, coats. So 4 coats to get this to be completely white. Right now I'm just putting paper underneath so that it doesn't drip through onto my workbench. So I'm just getting this ready, and then I'm going to paint it. So as you can see, it's pretty much sucking it up as fast as I can put it down, and it was so hot outside that it was pretty much drying as I was putting it on there, sucking it up and drying. So I was able to go right back and do another coat immediately. I think I waited in between after this one and really let it sit. Now, like I said, it looked really like it had really good coverage, and then I would look at it, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, it's sucking in. So I knew eventually it would stop. So here's the 3rd coat. Yeah, it was drying fast. So I'm putting the 3rd coat already on. And then I think I end up doing a partial 4th coat. So that it was all done. Now, it's all finished. I'm going into my room, my craft room, and I'm putting a piece of that wood on the wall, just measuring it up there. I'm going to screw it right to the wall. These walls are plaster and batten, so I can screw the screws right through to the wall, and it is into wood, and so I don't have to look for the the studs. So I'm just screwing in there. 2 screws will hold it, and then I'm going to sit it up on there. What I'm making is, it's called cleats. So you can do cleats like this that I'm doing, or you can glue them on an angle where the one piece of wood, so it goes behind it. So if you cut your wood on cross from one corner to another corner, put one piece on the one piece on the back of your project, it will sit right in it, and that's a cleat. This is also a cleat because it's one piece of wood that's already on the wall, and another one will sit right on top of it. Then I'll screw through the pegboard into the one that's screwed into the wall, and that will hold it very strong up there. And I did it on the top and the bottom. Now I'm using zip ties, and I am hooking the baskets on the pegboard, and then I'm going to lift the pegboard up onto that piece of wood and screw those into it. And then I'm going to pop another pegboard or another piece of wood on the bottom, and I'm going to screw it there too, so it's completely screwed into the wall so it won't move around. But I can always pull it back out or off the wall if I need to, like if I need to add more baskets, because I could do it. It's gonna make it a lot harder trying to get a zip tie in one hole and come out the other if I can't touch the back of the pegboard. But I don't know yet if that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm just going ahead and getting these all on here. As you can see, I am lifting that up onto the wall and just sitting it right on that cleat, and it just holds it there. So now I'm just going to screw 2 screws into that, and then I will get down, put the other piece of wood like I said in there, and then I'm going to screw it in, and it is secure on the wall. Then I realized one of the baskets was not completely secure, so I just drove a screw right through the lip of the bottom of the basket, and it held it on. Then I'm just going to add all my flowers on there, and there's a lot of like odds and end pieces. I'm going to put them, keep them in the basket that is there, and I'm just going to sit them up on those white shelves, and it will be finished. There I'm screwing that in, and that is done. So now here I'm going to put all my floral. This is, I'm doing all the greenery first, and then I'm just kind of staying colors, yellows together, oranges together, reds together, pinks together, blues together, purples together, like that throughout the whole thing. I don't end up filling all 4 baskets up. That's why I don't know if I'm going to need to add up at the top. We'll see. I might just use that for something else, or I might take this off and flip it around and have the florals on the top. But I don't really want to do that, because below that, I have not done this yet. Below that, I have got, I'm going to make that into where I take all my pictures. So I didn't, that's why this is so high up off of the wall. I mean, I could have put it all the way down, but this is the reason why, because I want that to be my area where I take all the pictures. Right up until now, I've just been using different things, different places, and I don't have a light box. This is, I'm going to make more or less some light boxes, or not boxes. I'm going to be doing the lights, so that the light is not so harsh in my pictures. So here I am. You can see I'm just emptying where this was before. I'm getting these all on there. I put my Christmas stuff up above. Yes, I'm going to be doing a Christmas in July in a couple of weeks, so I will need to use that at that time. But other than that, this is going to be very useful for me. Gets those up off the floor, and it looks pretty. So I hope you guys really like this. I really enjoyed making it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell. I love, and thumbs ups as well. And I love reading comments and commenting, so that is totally up to you. As of today, I am 10 away from 3,000, and that is my immediate goal, is to get to the 3,000. If I do get to it by my birthday, which is on the 23rd, I am going to have a drawing, and there will be a prize to one person as long as they're in the lower 48 states. If it's in Canada or anywhere else, shipping's too high, but in the lower 48 I can do that. So like I said, I'm just going to let you sit and watch this, and I'll be back. Here's the final result. I hope you guys like it. I sure do love it. And don't forget to call somebody and tell them you love them today, because that might be exactly what they need to hear. Also, you guys have a blessed day as well as week. And don't forget to be the Bible that somebody reads today. Bye.